Well, good morning. This is Brittany. Welcome to Lobster Claws Recovery. We are in Miami Beach and watching the sunrise. It's 6:30. It's a beautiful morning, and we are going to get to detecting just a little bit. Well, good morning. Welcome to Lobster Claws Recovery. I'm Brittany. We are South Beach. We're gonna get started soon. So it's a pretty cool day. Seems pretty nice. Hopefully it will hold for a while. We are going to do the Chase Lounge area. Half naked guy in the lifeguard stand. And a homeless guy sleeping on the lifeguard stand. So these are rip current signs. Maybe we'll have some fun and figure out where the rip currents are. They can help you find treasure. Because the water is funneled, and where it's funneled, if you're careful, you can find treasure for sure. But you know, on pain of death, you better not make a mistake. Of course, if you get caught in a rip current, you certainly can get out of it, but you can't swim against it. You absolutely are going to need to go out with the tide, literally. And you may have to go out several hundred yards, maybe even a quarter mile. Once you break out of the riptide, you swim parallel with the shore, either north or south. And then you can get the tide to help pull you back in, bring you back in. Get it? So that's how. Who knows what this guy finds? I think it's awesome that they have people out here doing this. Bags of sand. Guess we're running low. All right. Well, we're behind a specific hotel that I wanted to be behind. We're behind it now. Does that make a difference? Probably not. But you gotta have some kind of plan. As General Patton used to say, the best laid plans usually go to hell as soon as the battle starts, so we'll see. We're operating in Land Max, which is a souped up version of Park. Discrimination's at 8. Sensitivity's at 97. I think we're going to leave it there. And we're going to scan for best frequency. Done. Iron volume is 0, reactivity is at 3. It's a lot of trash in this beach. Audio response is at 6 because we want to hear the deep targets. Under expert, it's 5 tones. Bottle caps is at 5. I don't want to hear them, and there's lots of them. We're notched out at 23 and 35, and we're also notched out at 63 to 68, which is going to get rid of a lot of pop tops. Will it get rid of all of them? No. Is it going to help? Hell yeah. All right, so away we go. All right, so we're back. As you can see, we've got the lounge chairs stacked up. They are going to be laid out pretty soon. I think I'm going to move over into that section. So far, just found a bit of change. Little tiny piece of aluminum. Look at that. No problem finding it. I mean, it's hard to get rid of that little stuff, you know? Interesting. About 52. Whatever it is, it's little. Yeah, I see it. More tiny aluminum. You know, this stuff can drive you to drink. See how little that is? My nail is bigger than this thing. It's from, looks like, I think it's one of those Monster drinks, because that's the logo. All right, so we're in the section with the lounge chairs. There's suntan cream, plenty of trash. Nobody would ever accuse these people of being neat. We've got some roped off areas for turtles. They lay their eggs at night. That sounds like a penny. It's flashing about 86. Yep, penny. Come down a bit. Nobody's gonna get rich off of that, but I caution you about not digging them because gold overlaps them. This detector is capable of a lot of tricks. 44. Bottom left to top right quadrant. More aluminum. Yippee. Keep digging it up. I'll have enough to build a battleship. All right. Yeah, they're built out of aluminum. That was at 44. So, yeah, of course you can think you're cool and not dig it because you think you know better. But if it's a woman's ring and it's thin, that's probably not far off where it's going to be. I don't know what that is, right on the surface. Oh, it's makeup. Just get it off the beach. Lip gloss or something. There's plenty of trash. There's such piggies. Terrible. If they paid $100 for everything they dropped, they would never drop anything. It's terrible. So this guy, he's sent out by the hotel. And as we say in the military, he's out there to police up the grounds. That's plastic. So it's probably aluminum. About 44. There's a lot of aluminum. It sounds dirty, like just it's not a very pleasant noise in the headphones. I'm gonna skip it. Sounds horrible. If it sounds like that, tell you what, we'll go back to it for a second. Yeah, it's flaking out. So detecting it from two directions produced an asymmetrical sound, which is telling you that it's an asymmetrical size. There we got another guy detecting. All right, let me get to it. So we got a signal about 84. And it's what I thought it was, a penny. But never know. God can surprise you. All right, so we're on the target. It is sounding off like a penny, a little low for a penny, but one of those targets worth digging. All right, time for shake, shake, shake. I'm hoping it went to the bottom. I don't think it did. Ah, foil. Damn it. Giant blob of foil. Foil will foil you every time. Now, why am I here? Well, if the tide pulled the seaweed into here, it very well may have deposited some treasure. I'm gonna get on the flip side of this ridge. This scoop that I brought, well, the other one's in the car, but that I brought out to the beach. It's not the perfect answer for this. Well, there they go. They set up a nice burrow, which contains probably 80-90% seaweed. Probably should go down there and walk behind them in their tracks, because it could be kind of interesting. You never know. God gives you lemons. What do? Make lemonade. So, I mean, it could be worthless, you know. If we all knew where the rings were buried, we would just go to those coordinates, and that would be the end of it. But nobody knows where they're at. It's strictly like going to Las Vegas and getting that one in a trillion pull on the slot machines. We got something. It's gonna be fun to dig. Getting closer. This is what I'm doing. It's a lot of fun. Aha! Trash. Super glue. Yes, everybody should bring super glue to the beach. It's just bizarre. I woke up this morning and I was thinking I should bring super glue to the beach in case I need to fix something. Oh. People are just mental. All right. Enough positive reinforcement, right? So we are on another target, and it's around 90. And I think I just saw it, and I didn't, and it's a penny. No, it's a dime. There goes the metal detector. It's dime. Down a long time. Dime that's been down a long time. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. This sand will take the finish off of coins just as quick as you can imagine. It's very penny, I think. Very abrasive. We got it. Oh, well, what is that? That's nothing. I see it. Anybody else see it? Yay, another penny. I was thinking about building a beach scoop out of melted down pennies. I almost got enough. Yeah, that's what I get the most of. Pennies. Getting more clad than I used to. You know, some people will say, oh, I got $10 in quarters, and I got this, and I got that. Like, well, that's pretty amazing, but not common. You know? These guys, they're dropping chairs. You gotta stay out of their way. Like I say, they got a job to do. You just stay out of their way. They stay out of your way. This scoop that I made, as I've mentioned before, it works great as long as the sand is dry. If it's fresh after a rain, that doesn't count. So this is interesting. So I filtered out, let's see, what does it come out to? Yeah, this is one of those foil things. They usually come in around 42, 43. I got so tired of them, I just notched them out. I know what you're thinking. You gotta be here and see how much trash is here before you judge. Because it's all a, oh yeah, rain for sure later. It's all a probabilities game. I mean, that's really all metal detecting is a probabilities game. You can maximize the probability you're going to be successful, but that's all it is. The moment you say, I'm definitely going to find stuff here, you're in for a rude surprise. Here we've got a target at 62. Oh, it's flaking. Yay, it's a nickel, yay. Fresh drop, ooh. Very exciting. All kidding aside, I love nickels.
Hardest part of the job.
It's a workout. Okay, so we got 91, and I'm willing to bet this is a dime close to the surface. And it's a dime. Dime, dime, dime. Alright, we'll be back. So as you can see, the crush is on. These guys are full tilt to get these chairs out. So if you want to know why I'm out here so early, out of bed, out of the rack, 5 a.m., it's because of that. There's no substitute. Has it paid off? No. Could it pay off? Yeah. Because you can get on sand real estate that might otherwise have a lounge chair on top of it that has your gold ring on it you haven't found yet. So, whatever, you know, you're gonna have to, nothing's free. It's good exercise. And it's fun. And people that you tell that you got up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, they're gonna be so envious of you. Or they're gonna think you're nuts, one or the other. I would encourage you not to dig any of this stuff because I'm gonna be right behind you and I'm gonna dig it and who knows what I'll find. Yes, I'm joking. If it's not iron, if it's not aluminum, if it's not something you've notched out, that you feel confident is not worth anything other than those things, dig, dig, dig. Like I'm on one signal right now and it sounds horrendous. So, and it's more or less horizontal. That sounds good. I think that's a penny. But it's definitely a good target. There it is. Alright, we're on a target. VDI is 90. Sounds strong. Let's say it's a dime. Let's say it's a dime. Oh my goodness, it's a dime. Dime, dime, dime. Yippee-ki-yay. We got another dime. Maybe a quarter. So I had a woman ask me, she's like, so, if you find gold, will you share it? And I said, yes. And I walked away. Now, that was 93. And it's a penny. Go figure. A piece of gum. Who wants it? Who wants gum? We got another target. Sounds dirty. 51. Not a clean sound. Probably aluminum. Ah, close. It's a bolt. It may have aluminum in it. We're up in a territory where they repair the chase lounges and they get dropped as well, and parts come flying off the chase lounges, and a lot of them are made of aluminum. So here I am looking for a piece of foil, and it's an aluminum alloy screw. I don't think that was stainless steel. It's the wrong shade. Yeah, crap. What's crap? That's crap. Tiny little piece of metal on a piece of plastic. Picked it right up. Don't let anybody tell you this detector is not sensitive. You know, I tossed and turned a lot thinking about a 9-inch coil versus 11. I've had a number of detectors with bigger coils, and some people, maybe guys are more guilty of this than others. Here we got 95. Strong indication it's a quarter. That bigger is better, right? Guys think bigger is better. Yeah, there it is. Quarter, 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 quarter. Quarter. Not necessarily. Even in the water, the principles hold. So, taking a classic ice cream cone, the one with the point at the bottom, right? And we're gonna flip it upside down. Actually, we're gonna leave it just the way it is. We're gonna leave it just the way you would hold it if you were enjoying that ice cream cone. Now, if that ice cream cone has a diameter at the hole of like 9 inches, okay, then you're gonna have a certain detection depth and a certain detection radius. Now, on top of that, the coil is going to be tuned a little differently than the 11. They're all tuned a little differently. If they're bigger, I mean, they're just not the same. It's not just size. You know, the coil is bigger. So because the coil is bigger in diameter, it's going to generate fields deeper, and it's going to pick up larger objects as opposed to a smaller object that you pick up with a smaller coil. I mean, there's a reason they make shooter coils. They used to make shooter coils for like the whites TDI detectors and stuff like that. I mean, they made them down to 5 inches. 5-inch diameter coil. How'd you like to detect on the sand with a 5-inch diameter coil? Not much better than an ice cream cone. Upside down, but whatever. So, no, not upside down. So, you know, it's diameter is a trade-off. You're going to get deeper. You're going to find bigger targets. But all of the stuff that's here tends to be small targets. I think that's a penny. It's like 86. So, you know, and like, so let's play the game of, okay, I'm going to go in the water and I'm going to detect in the water. And I want a giant coil because I want to see 6 feet in the sand. Well, I can do that. I can make that happen. How do I do that? Well, I'm gonna buy a metal detector that supports a pulse induction detector that supports a 15 or an 18-inch diameter or a 16-inch diameter coil. And for the most part, all of those are supported by the J.W. Fisher's 8X and the 6X. But you want the 8X because it has twice the sensitivity and you're paying for it. Anyway, yeah, but you're going to be getting boat anchors. You're not going to be getting rings with that gigantic coil. All right, I got it. Whatever it is. I just dump it. Yeah, it's a penny. Look at it turning. See that? It's turning. It's been down just long enough to start turning and start disintegrating. Is this a good idea, going between the chairs? See, I'm going between the chairs. All right, I'm going between the chairs. It looks like an idiot's maneuver. Well, okay. In some regards, when they put these chairs out, they are doing you a favor because you get a taste of the layout. And if you detect through the layout, you might increase your odds. There we go, probability again. It's all probability. And by the way, there are volumes of books that tell you how statistics lie, and they do. So anything you hear on TV, 7 out of 10 people prefer and all that other stuff, and you're going to find 70% more of this and blah, blah, blah. It's all crap. It's all bullshit. It's lie, 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 lie. Gold is where you find it. But you can't increase your odds if you're clever, because you want to be where humans were, because that's where they dropped it. They obviously didn't drop it where they were not. Duh. So, okay, let's keep going. couple of shots, right?